Good
One.
morning, hello, and welcome to This Date in History, aka TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred on this date in years past, both recognized by other historians, but mainly things we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information come from the smart device application Today in History. What happened today in history?
The historical calendar and on this website on thisday.com.
Yep. For links to those sources, the music, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar in the description below. Anyway, I am Alexander.
Shohin.
And you are you, and today is Thursday, aka Thursday, April 20th, 2023, 420, the day of enjoyment.
We were
So,
going to do this early, but then we got high.
actually, that's not the reason. I actually had to go, like,
Emergency.
no, well, yeah, I did go
Also,
to an emergency, well, not an emergency room, but it was, like, critical or something. And
urgent
I
care.
have pink eye, yeah, it's been an interesting day already. That's why we're so late, honestly, because I've already been out and around, you know, to the doctor, got a prescription, got more weed, got a brownie, which apparently in California they topped the limit at like 100. You can no longer get a 1,000 milligram brownie, at least where I'm at. So I got a 100 milligram right here. It's not picking it up on the camera, but anyway, let's get into the history day, shall we? Starting us off in 295. Would you like to start us off here?
Yes. In 295, eighth recorded perihelion passage of Halley's Comet. That is interesting. That is awesome.
Yep, the Perihelion passage is, of course, the closest it is to the sun. So, yep.
Yes. And, ooh. In 1290, we have the Round Table tournament held near Winchester, England, in initiation,
Imitation.
imitation of King Arthur to commemorate betrothal of daughter of Edward I, and attended by the king
Ah,
himself.
dang, nice.
And 1611, first known performance of Shakespeare's tragedy Macbeth at the Globe Theatre, London, recorded by Simon Forman.
Wow. All right, Macbeth. That's a
Yes,
pretty interesting one.
yes. And now, your turn, senor.
1653, Oliver Cromwell and 40 musketeers forcibly dissolved the English rump parliament after it failed to establish a caretaker government. In Cromwell's words, quote, "You have sat too long for any good you have been doing lately. In the name of God, go," end quote. Wow. So, yeah.
Was a fancy word of saying, get GTFO.
Yep, and that must be a new edit because I actually I wrote this my side script here last night, um, and I have another thing here with 40 Musketeers. Oliver Cromwell routed the English Rump Parliament to House after it failed to establish a caretaker government. So that's that's vastly different. Um, we also have here in 1689, the former King James II of England, now deposed, laid siege to Derry. Alright. And then 1715, Nicholas Rose played The Tragedy of Lady Jean Grey, premiered in London. Well, alright.
Ooh, that don't sound good. Oh, no, it's Jane Grey, not Jean Grey.
Yeah,
Let's see. That don't sound
Lady
good.
Jane Grey. So, close, but no cigar. Back to you, sir.
1736, French mathematician Pierre-Louis Malthus begins land plan expedition to measure latitude and shape of the Earth, joined by fellow scientists Anders Celsius, Charles Antonin, Louis Campis, Alexis Clairagut, and Pierre Charles Desmarnières.
Well, is that the same Celsius that, the temperature?
I feel like it is,
Let's see
but
here.
don't quote me. I could be wrong.
Uh, namesake of
Don't
The
quote me, son, because I ain't saying
the
shit.
Greece astronomer Andreas Celsius. Yes, it was. All right.
Oh, finally, I did something. Got it right.
Oh,
Yeah,
you've gotten a
yeah.
lot of things right. Anyway,
Oh, yep, and it's still my turn. We're going down to 1759. George Frederick Handel is buried in Westminster Abbey, London.
huh?
And 1770, Captain James Cook arrives in New South Wales.
Yep, the day after he discovered Australia. Now we have one here, non-highlighted, 1777. New York adopted new constitution as an independent state. Like as I've said multiple times before, we didn't instantly become the United States of America after the Revolution. There was a 10-year period, probably even 12-year, where we formed. We were thinking about remaining independent. The idea of unifying, was disputed, and we very easily could have just gone back to just being, the 13 colonies, different independent city states like Greece.
That would have been cool.
That would have
Like
been
different
interesting.
countries.
Yeah, like the concept of the United States. It's such a new thing, not just because of the republic and the voting and all this stuff. It's the idea of a government controlling other governments. Yeah, like the Vatican and all that stuff. Like Holy Roman Empire and whatnot. They all ruled in that way, but it was different. So, but anyway, let's get back on the track here. 1785, good sir.
Yes, 1785. Thomas Warton, appointed British poet laureate by King George III.
Ah.
And it is yours.
1792, amidst the French Revolution, France declared war on Austria and Prussia, beginning the French Revolutionary Wars. Oh, and look at this
That
guy; his
man
hair's
looks like
trying to
he
escape.
had. He looks like he had plastic. It looks like Mickey Rourke.
Dude, it looks like his hair is literally trying to fly off of his head. Like
It
it's
is.
detached. Like it's weird. 1809, Napoleon I and French forces defeated Austria at the Battle of Abensberg in Bavaria. Ooh. And, let's see here, 9 years later, actually, in 1818, Napoleon Bonaparte bid emotional farewell to his old guard at Palace of Fontainebleau. And that is when I believe he got banished to Elba. Not to Elbow, but to Elba. Like, he got banished twice. He came back. He got bored of being banished. Only Napoleon can do something like that. So, and then in 1828, Frenchman René Callier was the first non-Muslim to enter Timbuktu. He returned to win a 10,000 franc prize from Scottier de Géographie. So, Société de Géographie. Ah, all right. We also have 1836. The territory of Wisconsin was created. Hey, where's Alice for that? She was born in Wisconsin, right? Oh wait, no, it's Minnesota. I can hear her screaming at me already, like, God damn it, Hale, I'm not from Wisconsin. So, anyway, yeah, 1862, good sir.
1862. First pasteurization test is complete by Frenchmen Louis Pasteur and Claude Bernard.
Oh, pasteurization. That's incredibly necessary for dairy, like, milk, cheese, yogurts, ice cream. Like, you need to have
Yes.
pasteurized. We have here, non-highlighted, 1865, Crosby Opera House opened in Chicago, Illinois, later to be destroyed by the Great Fire of 1871. That's
That
rough.
sucks.
Yeah. But then, speaking of
Oh,
1871, U.S. Third Enforcement Act, President can suspend writ of habeas corpus. Oh, which I know that
never.
Abraham Lincoln did that, but that was before that. He'd already been dead by this time. So, but I know that. Am I right? Like, was it habeas corpus that Lincoln suspended?
Yeah.
Uh, but then in 1879, we have the first mobile home, which was horse-drawn, used in a journey from London and Cyprus. Well, wow, first mobile home. So it's a British invention. Look at that.
Yeah, a caravan.
Yeah. Back to you, sir.
Ooh, thank you. 1880. 1994. Pope Leo the 13th is cyclo on Freemasonry.
Okay. I'm curious
And
as to know what that
ooh,
is, and I'll offer that as our first um, challenge of the day to our viewers. Can you explain to us in the comment section more semantics about this encyclical on Freemasonry? Thank you.
mhm. Also 1887, Georges Burton wins the world's first motor race on a steam-powered quadricycle, a test organized by French newspaper Le Velocipede.
Quadricycle. So it's like a tricycle but with a fourth wheel. So like it's
Yeah.
literally a modified bicycle was the first automobile to win a motor race. That's kind of
hmm
wild. Huh. Let's see here. We have 1894. 136,000 mine workers strike in Ohio for a pay increase. Yeah, you're going out there and digging into the earth. You deserve to get paid your fair share. So, um,
And
yeah.
1896, John Philip Sousa operetta El Capitan premiered on Broadway at Broadway Theater, New York City.
This is weird.
Does not.
Like this is another article that mine is different. It says first public film showing in U.S. John Philip Sousa's El Capitan premiered in New York City. It doesn't even say it in this. This is the first public film showing. It doesn't even say it in the edited version. Wow. So they edited that overnight.
Well, operetta.
Yeah. Huh. All right. Anyway, you got a couple more here.
Uh, okay, 1899. David Betty is appointed executive officer of the HMS Battlefield, a small battleship and flagship of the China Station.
Huh. There's that guy with the tilted
Uh,
cap. Good old David Betty.
yeah. And 1902. Marie and Pierre Curie isolate the radioactive compound radium chloride.
Ooh. Radium chloride. So, like, I wonder if that has anything to do with salt, sodium chloride. Like, what is chloride? Like, it apparently
No,
has different.
radium
Huh.
chloride.
What is chloride actually? What is chloride? Chloride. The term chloride refers either to a chloride ion, which is a negatively charged chloride atom, or a non-charged chloride atom covalently bonded to the rest of the molecule by a single bond. Many inorganic chlorides are salts. Many organic compounds are chlorides. The pronunciation of the word chloride is Wikipedia. That's weird.
But that's radium chloride. It's something different.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm going to put the link to this wiki in in the underbar of the description below. Let's see here. What else do we have? 1904, Louisiana Purchase Exposition opened in St. Louis. All right. And that's why they have the Gateway Arch there. 1912,
Yep.
Fenway Park officially opened. Red Sox defeated New York Highlanders 7-6 in 11. So 11 innings or whatever. 1914, President Woodrow Wilson, having dispatched more naval ships to Mexico, asked a joint session of Congress to approve armed force if necessary, to which Congress did approve of. That's concerning. 1915, the Armenians rised and seized the Turkish town of Van, which they held until the Russians relieved them on May 19th. Thousands of Armenians were killed. Dang. The Chicago Cubs, in 1916, they played their first game at Wigham Park, which is now Wrigley Field, and defeated the Cincinnati Reds 7-6. All right. Ooh, you get to talk about the Red Baron.
Yes. 1918, Manfred von Richthofen, aka the Red Baron, shoots down his 79th and 80th victims, marking his final victories before his death the following day.
Dang. 1920, the Bellflower Declaration was recognized, making Palestine a British mandate. All right. Good old Palestine, getting its teeth kicked into today's world. But yeah, anyway, 1920 as well. Tornadoes killed 219 people in Alabama and Mississippi. Yikes. So,
No, they're not getting their teeth kicked in. They're getting rear-ended with no lube.
that too. 1926, the first check sent by radio facsimile transmission across the Atlantic. Huh. So I guess that's like that would be considered an email? Question mark?
Maybe.
Ooh, here we go.
For what? 1934?
Yep.
Okay, 1934. Heinrich Himmel appointed chief of all German police, including the Prussian secret state police.
Huh. Alright.
Yeah.
We got some baseball history here.
1939. Ted Williams' first MLB hit comes off of New York Yankees fellow future Hall of Famer Red Ruffin in Boston's 2-0 opening day defeat at Yankee Stadium, New York City.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
That's a painful way to start. We also have in 1940, the first electron microscope was demonstrated, RCA, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Alright, cool. We also have the Dodgers in 1941. They started to wear liners in their caps. Alright. 1942, German occupiers forbade Dutch access to their beach. I guess, like, to not, like, mess with mines or anything like that. Like... And we got some more baseball history for you, Mr. Sohan.
Also, 1943, Braves manager Casey Stengel is struck by a taxi, fractures a leg.
Oh, man.
That's not fun.
No, it's not. It would have been a more, like, kind of dark humor in a way comedy if he was an actor, because, break a leg, haha, but no.
Break a leg is their version of good luck.
Yeah.
It's bad luck to say good luck.
Yeah, no, I know. I used to be a thespian, but we also have in 1944 the NFL legalized coaching from bench. So that's I guess when the coaches started being lazy, sitting on the bench and eating hot dogs like an audience member, while shouting at the sports team like an audience member. But unlike the audience members, they actually listened to this one. 1945, Soviet artillery began shelling Berlin. Okay, which is actually that's kind of funny now that I think about it, because today is Hitler's birthday, so on his birthday it was like the final death throes of his empire. Like, hey, happy birthday, God says F you. That's funny. But while that was happening, 1945 as well, the U.S. 7th Army captured German city of Nuremberg. All right. In 1946, the first baseball broadcast in Chicago, the Cardinals versus the Cubs. 1948, New York City hikes subway fare from 5 cents to 10 cents. Inflation. And then here we go, Schumacher's first win.
1949, jockey Bill Schumacher wins his first race in Albany, California.
Hey, look at that.
Wow.
Nice. Jumping on up to 1961, U.S. citizen Harold Graham made his first rocket belt flight. What's a rocket belt? Rocket belt flight? Hold on, I have to look that up here real quick. Rocket belt flight. Oh, one of these jetpack things. Okay. Then you got some aviation history here.
Yes. 1962, NASA civilian pilot Neil Armstrong takes X-15 to 63,250 meters.
That's high. That's way up there. While that was happening, we have some not good history events happening as well. 1962, New Orleans Citizens Company gave free one-way ride to blacks to move north. Wow.
Hey, that's better than just straight up killing them. Like, go.
Yeah. It's still not good, but, you're right. At least they're not getting killed, but... Like, and we're going to be talking about about that subject matter actually at least one more time in this show. 1967, New York Met pitcher Tom Seaver. Oh, it's yours. Sorry.
New York Met pitcher, 1967, New York Met pitcher Tom Seaver wins his first game, helps beat Cubs 6-1.
Dang. That's a teeth kicked in right there.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Also, 1968, British politician Enoch Powell makes his controversial "Rivers of Blood" speech.
Rivers of blood.
Rivers of blood.
Blood. Blood ocean. From Death Clock.
Yeah.
Oh god, this guy.
Also, in 1968, Pierre Trudeau sworn in as Canada's 15th Prime Minister.
Not good. Not good. Laying
Never
the
good.
foundations for a lineage, like what's the word? Like it's like turning government into a family business.
Monarchy?
Well, no, that like not a government type.
Oligarchy?
No, because like there was serious concern about like when because like we had George H.W. Bush, then we had George W. Bush, and then Jeb Bush was going to run, and then people were starting to think that it was turning into like a family business. Like there's a word for that, but I can't think of it. Anyway, I'm gonna while I'm working on that in the background, we have 1971. This one as well as yours actually.
1971, Barbra Streisand records "We've Only Just Begun."
Huh. While that was happening in 1971, a U.S. Supreme Court upheld the use of busing to achieve racial desegregation. Oh, desegregation. Okay, so that's good. I just saw the word racial yesterday. I'm like, oh god, what is our Supreme Court doing now? But no, this is
probably
good.
like desegregation. Like, all right, come back. Y'all gotta come back. No, we don't want to come back. No, get your asses back in here.
Get in here. Get to the chopper. We also have next one is yours if you want it.
Which one? What year?
1972 music premiere.
1972, Virgil Thompson's final round for Lord Byron won with Liberto by Jack Larson first performance at Lincoln Center, New York City.
New York City. That's,
shit.
1 year later.
Shit.
Yeah, you want to take that one? Like I think you saw that, right?
Which one you're looking at?
73. Like
the black one, right?
No, like 1973, Canadian Anik A2 became the first commercial satellite in orbit. Wow. That's cool.
Not the one I saw.
I also have here 1973, mass murder. Is that the one you're looking at?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, go for it.
1973, mass murderer Ed Kemper attempts to dispose of his mother's vocal cords in a domestic waste disposal unit.
I forgot about that one. That sounds awful. Like handling somebody's vocal cords. Like, what the fuck? Like, dude, what the hell's wrong with that guy? Jeez.
A lot was wrong with fucking Edmund Kemper.
Oh. Let's move on up. This is creeping me, dude. Like 1976, please.
1976, George Harrison sings Lumberjack song with Monty Python in New York City.
All right, the Lumberjack song.
And 1977, Annie Hall, directed by Woody Allen and starring Woody Allen and Diane Keaton, is released Academy Awards Best Picture. Or the hell, Woody Allen.
So I wonder if it was directed and he was acting in it. Did he like yell at himself? It was like, "You better find your motivation, God damn it! Like, or I'll find a better actor than myself. You like, I don't know." In 1977 as well, the Supreme Court ruled "Live Free or Die" may be covered on New Hampshire licenses. Live free or die. Like that is a serious like I've seen that license plate motto in movies and such. I didn't know that it was real, and now I want it. Live free or die. You don't want to be free, then get out. Jimmy Carter attacked by a rabbit? What?
Yes.
What?
1979, U.S. President Jimmy Carter is attacked by a swamp rabbit, which swarmed up to his fishing boat in Plains, Georgia. He
Wow.
shouldn't. He shouldn't have picked a fight with Bugs Bunny.
Dude, first off, rabbits are timid creatures. Like, it's unheard of for them to be aggressive. Like,
Uh,
I've
uh,
seen them
he
charge at people on land, but for one to swim, it's out of its realm. Like, that is a mad rabbit. Like,
he picked a fight with Bugs Bunny, and
oh, does that mean that Jimmy Carter was Elmer Fudd?
at that moment, yes, he was.
I'm fishing for rabbits. Anyway, we got another event of interest here in the 80s.
1980, Cuban President Fidel Castro announces he is opening the Mariel port for Cuba to leave about 125. What
1,000,
the fuck?
I
Okay,
think.
125,000
Yeah, let's just
to
say
leave
that.
in the next 5 to 6 months. Come on, look at that shit.
Yeah,
Though.
I see that. That's weird. Like, that
It's missing
hurts.
a zero.
Yeah. Well, either they're missing a zero or they misplaced the comma. Like,
Oh, I would say 12,500 just in case.
yeah, let's just go with that. Like, audience, if you want to look into that for us, like, by all means, tell us what the actual number is in the
I
comment
mean,
section.
yeah, he released some people, alright,
Yeah.
but wasn't no good people.
No. At that same time, so I guess it only took like a couple of hours or so. I mean, they are right there, off of Havana. Cuba to they arrive mostly like I know in Florida, but where specifically? Like Miami, right? Uh,
Yes.
yeah, 1980, Cubans began to arrive in the U.S. from the Mariel boat lift. So yeah, this was we spoke about the boat lift a couple days ago. Actually, I think that's when they were planning it. We also have in 1982, the Atlanta Braves became the first team to win first 12 games of the season. Wow, that's impressive.
Nice Braves.
Yeah. Then we got an event of interest.
1983, President Reagan signs a 165 billion deal, a bailout for security.
Huh. Wow. So that's a big obvious evidence of they were doing IOUs, like they were taking money out of that for other things, money that other
Hmm.
people were putting into. No, 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 no. I'm happy I'm not on Social Security. I'm not going to see any of that money. So,
Well, not now.
1986.
But when you're older, then yeah.
Yeah. Well, when I'm, like the way things are going, I really don't know if the dollar is going to be around in the next 10 years, if that. But anyway, you got an NBA record here.
Yes. 1986, Michael Jordan sets NBA playoff record with 63 points in a game.
You didn't say his name right. You have to say Michael Jordan because he's
Okay.
achieved the level where you his reputation demands respect in that manner. Or
Okay.
maybe I'm just full of shit. I don't know. But 1986 as well. Vladimir Horowitz performs in Moscow, Russia. It was his first appearance in his Russian homeland since 1925. Dude, that's 66 years?
Correct, it is.
Damn. That's a long time. You got the Boston Marathon here.
Yes, 1986, 91st Boston Marathon. Toshiko Seko of Japan wins second title in 2 hours 11 minutes. Oh, yeah, 11 minutes and 50 seconds.
Yep.
Rosa Mota of Portugal claims women's event in 2 hours 25 minutes and 21 seconds. Her first of 3 race victories.
Nice. 1988, U.S. accuses Renamo of killing 100,000 Mozambicans. That's a genocide right there. And you got some more sports history.
Yeah.
Unless you want me to take
And
it, like,
19, yeah, I got it. 1990, Pete Rose pleads guilty to hiding 300,000 in income.
oh,
Bad,
weren't you
bad,
just talking about like don't do tax evasion like 10 minutes ago?
bad. Yes,
Yeah,
bad,
yeah,
bad.
not
You
good.
haven't listened to, you haven't listened to me, Pete Rose.
Yeah, Pete Rose, you nub. So, anyway, 1 year later, 1991, Mark Lindsay was the first driver to score 100 points, or the first diver to score 100 points in a dive. Scored 101.85. Nice.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, you get to rattle off all the names. You lucky. I love doing that.
There you go. You can take that one.
Okay, thank you, sir. 1992, we got the All-Star Benefit Concert in memory of Freddie Mercury held at Wembley Stadium, London. Performers include Queen, Roger Daltrey, Robert Plant, Zucchero, Paul Young, Seal, David Bowie, Annie Lennox, Mick Ronson, George Michael, Elton John, Axl Rose, and Liza Minnelli. Damn. That's a hell of a lineup there. I want that guy's hat. That's a big hat, Axl Rose. Or is that... Is Axl Rose... I can't...
That's Axl Rose.
Axl Rose... Oh, William Bruce G. Okay. Like, I didn't want to, like, do the, like, gender assumption, but I couldn't tell, if this was a guy or a girl. So...
That's a fat man.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But Freddie Mercury, that's Freddie Mercury. Everybody knows Freddie Mercury.
Everybody knows Freddie Mercury. Everybody knows David Bowie. You know? So... let's see here. And then you got some music history, some more here, 1992.
Yes. 1992, Madonna signed $60 million deal with Time Warner.
Ah, cool.
And 1993, Mercury Nashville Records released Shania Twain's debut studio album by Shania Twain.
Shania Twain. I don't know. 1993, Uranus passed Neptune. What? What did Uranus do? What are you doing pointing your butt at Neptune? Trying to turn it into a were planet? No, Uranus and Neptune, the planets, switch every 171 years. So, like, yeah, this is when they did the little do-si-do, and now they switch positions in the solar system, which is kind of wild. So, then 1996, the Chicago Bulls won record 72 games in the season. Holy cats! And that's Michael Jordan, 96. That's when he was rocking it.
Mm-hmm.
1997, we got the first baseball game held in Hawaii. The Cardinals beat the Padres in a doubleheader. All right.
Ooh.
Then 1997 as well, the 27th Easter Seal Telethon raised $47,392,682. That's a lot of dollars. And back to you. You got a couple here back to back.
Yes. 1997, Mark McGwire is fourth to home run on Detroit Tigers left field route. Others are Frank Howard, Harmon Killebrew, and Cecil Fielder.
Huh.
Yep. Also, 1997, PGA Senior Championship Men's Golf, PGA National Golf Club. Defending champion Hale Irvin wins his second of three straight senior PGA championships by street runner-up Dale Douglas and Jack Nicklaus by 12 strokes.
Whoa. 12 strokes. That's like several holes, dude. Wow. 1998, German terrorist group Red Army Faction announced their dissolution after 28 years. I guess because they were no longer needed. They were probably doing something in the Soviet-occupied area, which the Union collapsed. So, 1999, here we go. Columbine High School Massacre. Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold killed 13 people and injured 24 additional others before committing suicide at Columbine High School, Colorado. Yikes.
I know.
Yikes. I was like 12 years old. I remember hearing about that. What? Like that happens in schools? Why am I going to school? Like scary. So 2008, Danica Patrick driving for Andretti Green Racing won the Indy Japan 300 at Twin Ring Motegi. First female driver in history to win an IndyCar Series race. Nice. In 2010, the Deepwater Horizon drilling rig exploded, killing 11 and causing the rig to sink, causing a massive oil discharge into the Gulf of Mexico and an environmental disaster. We're sorry. You remember that? South Park did a whole thing on that.
Yeah, but Cthulhu.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, when the Coon and Friends. Yeah. Um, but yeah, there's I saw like another thing about that. But yeah, no, like April 20th is like a historically significant day. A lot of big things happening. Columbine, Deepwater Horizon, as I said earlier, Adolf Hitler's birthday. You know, and also the holiday for smoking weed. You know, so anyway, you got some film and TV history here.
Yes, 2012, People's Magazine named Eva Mendes as one of the most beautiful at every age.
Okay, whoop de doo. 2019, 193 people were killed and 11,826 were injured after a magnitude 7 earthquake struck Lucian County, China. Whoa. Whoa. With that amount of injuries, the death is really low. So they got out lucky with that. Uh,
You sure about that? I mean, the ones who got out and who died are lucky.
well,
The other ones are still living in China.
you know what? I didn't think about that, but you're 100% right. You're 100% right. So, you got another couple here back to back.
2018, Commonwealth countries decide Prince Charles will succeed Queen Elizabeth as the next head of the Commonwealth.
Huh. Alright.
2008, also in 2018, Mexican court bars sales of controversial Frida Kahlo Barbie doll. Why? She is an amazing fucking painter.
Let's check out this Barbie doll.
It's of her, probably.
Well, it doesn't look like anything bad. Like, maybe because of politics, like she was opposed to the politics. I don't know, like, or maybe they're trying to culturally remove her for whatever reason. Like, I don't see what's offensive about this at all.
I don't know.
Like, I was expecting to be like some scandalous, like, skimpy dress or something, but no.
Ah, damn.
This is
It looks
incredibly
like
respectful. So,
they make it look like it's nice.
yeah,
I would buy it just to collect it.
dude, I
Oh
kind of
god.
want one. I kind of want one. Um, Anyway, 2020 got the price of U.S. oil turned negative for the first time in history. West Texas Intermediate, the benchmark for U.S. oil, falled as low as minus $37.63 a barrel as worldwide demand falls. So it was negative. Wow. Yeah, and a lot of people would say, "Oh, well, you can thank Trump for that." Well, Trump is just a dancing monkey on stage. So is Elon Musk. Like, open your eyes. Right, left, two wings, same bird. And the bird ain't an eagle. It's a freaking, vulture picking your wallet. 2020, the last three cruise ships still afloat among the Kung Flu pandemic finally docked at the ports of Marseille, France, Barcelona, Spain, and Los Angeles, California. And I saw a video about this. When you think about it, it's very easy, just to dispatch, the passengers, because they already have plans on how they're going to get back home. All the crews, it is incredibly expensive to individually fly them all to their places from every cruise ship. So what they actually did, there's a whole video on it. What they actually did is they had, in several different areas, they had the cruise ships meet, exchange, crews, and then they had a unified local area crew kind of thing per ship, and then they unloaded the ships in right here, the last three right here. So it happened on this date 3 years ago. So it was really interesting how they did it, really smart. So. But then 2020 as well, the three U.S. states of Georgia, Tennessee, and South Carolina became the first to announce the end of some of the Kung Flu restrictions. Good. So, yeah. And then 2021, All six EPL clubs withdrew from the controversial European Super League just 3 days after it was announced. Chelsea, Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester United, and Tottenham. Wow, that didn't last long at all. Like, they're just like, you know what, never mind. Like, we don't want to do this, never mind. And here we go, talking about this awful incident. So,
2021, former police chief Derek Chauvin convicted of the murder of George Floyd in Minneapolis in a case that prompted huge nationwide racial justice protests.
yep. Yep, yep,
Also
yep.
in 2021, president of Chad for 3 decades, Idris Deby reported to have been killed on a battlefield while fighting rebels near the capital of Derima.
Dang. And you want to take this last one here, 2022?
2022 online streaming service Netflix suffers its first subscriber loss in a decade after 200,000 customers in January and March.
Yes! Yes, yes, yes. I wonder if that was... No, the whole Cuties thing came out longer than that. So... Which is... It's still on there, apparently. Like, it really is absolutely disgusting. Anybody who has a Netflix, you're paying into that stuff. You know, absolutely deplorable. Anyway, before we move on into bursts and deaths, and by the way, someone, I just want us to do the 3x3 with bursts and deaths. We're just going to read the highlighted ones here because I am starving, and I just want to relax today. So anyway, before we move on into bursts and deaths, were there any articles that grabbed your attention more than most? Anything you wished we had elaborated more about? Anything you would have liked to say had you been here? Start a dialogue in the comment section. Anyway, starting off in bursts, in 702 we have Jafar al-Sadiq, Muslim scholar and scientist, born in Medina, Umayyad Empire. We also have Philip Penil, 1745, was a French physician and father of modern psychiatry who developed a more humane approach to the custody and care of psychiatric patients, born in Jonquière, France. Alright. And then we got Napoleon III, the grandson of Napoleon Bonaparte, in 1808, Emperor of France from 1852 through 70, born in Paris. Alright.
In 1879, we have Paul Poirier, French fashion designer and costumer who was the most fashionable dress designer before World War I, born in Paris.
Huh. Oh, here we go.
And in 1889, we have Adolf Hitler, Australian-born German dictator and fierce Nazi Party, 1936 to 1945, born in Gustav zum Palmer, Rahman, and Austria-Hungary.
Yeah, at first, it sounds like you said Australian-born German dictator.
No, Austrian.
Yep.
And scrolling down all
Oh my.
the way to George Takei, 1937, American actor, Zulu Star Trek Green Berets, born in Los Angeles, California.
Green Berets. Was he the kid then? Looking for Peterson?
Don't know, probably.
I don't know. But wasn't he also in The Green Hornet?
No, that's Bruce Lee.
Oh, okay. My bad. Anyway, we got Jessica Lange, 1949, U.S. actress in King Kong, Tootsie, American Horror Stories, born in Cloquet, Minnesota.
Yeah, she was the bitch in that series.
Damn. Luther Vandross, 1951, U.S. soul singer, songwriter, Endless Love, Dance with My Father, and vocal arranger David Bowie, Young Americans, born in Manhattan, New York. And then Don Mattingly, in 1961, a U.S. MLB first baseman, six-time MLB All-Star, American League MVP, nine-time Gold Glove, three-time Silver Slugger, American League batting champion 1984 for the New York Yankees, as well as the manager for the LA Dodgers, Miami Marlins, born in Evansville, Indiana. All right, back to you, sir.
In 1972, we have Carmen Electra, American model and actress, scary movie Meet the Spartans, born in Sharonville, Ohio.
Huh.
Yes. Also in 1983, we have Miranda Kerr, Australian supermodel who was the first Victoria's Secret model in Australia, born in Sydney, Australia.
Huh.
And 1997, we have Alexander Zverev, German tennis player, ATP Finals 2018, US Open 2020 runner-up, born in Hamburg, Germany.
All right, and I'm actually
And
gonna
more.
not do deaths today because like my eye is acting up. I got to go get my prescription, and I'm starving. So anyway, we're just not gonna do deaths today. But we've covered all that I really wanted to cover. Anyway, that shall conclude the show. Once again, you can check the underbar in the description for any links you may find interesting, including but not limited to all things Omni Coalition, which in itself includes.
Sohin TV on Twitch.
Yep, as well as Romisers, YouTube and Instagram, the Omni Coalition's Instagram and or Twitter. I'm trying to get into the swing of things of posting on the old Twitter and whatnot. But anyway, yeah. I implore you, please check our history source links. There's a lot of stuff that we skipped over in bursts, and we're just skipping deaths. But anyway, for your dose of past events daily, we stream every day at 10 in the morning Pacific time, which is 11 Mountain,
12 Central.
and 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, respectively. For all you and all of us, I am Xander.
Sohin.
And you are you, and until you catch us tomorrow, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, then subscribe. Toodles! Wait, there we go.